In the distance under that bench is the robin pecking round on the lawn, which I mowed on Monday it was, yes. The weather's been so good, I may do something here. I've cut most of that hedge. The other side's got to be done as yet, and I've done some weeding down the side here. Not a lot, but there's a lot of it on the pathway, which comes out quite easy. But it's nice and peaceful out here. And I'm going to do my preview of the third round of the GH Motorcycles Husqvarna Eastern Centre Enduro Championship. And this is after 2 rounds. Looking at the top of the tree there's a bird, small bird. We've got a bird whistling in the back. If you hear other noises like traffic, that's the A12, which is about half a mile or so down the road, which goes across, a bridge goes across within, on the boundary of the village. Now, in the championship class, leading on 40 points is Brad Freeman, but as he's an outer centre rider, he would not become Eastern Centre champion. So therefore we look for the next rider down, and it's Aston Bird, Woodbridge, on 32 points. And this is Ashton's comeback year. Been away a few years, past champion, and he's really on form. And he's leading in joint third place Chris Hockey and Jamie Roper. Chris has won it 9 times, Jamie's won it twice, and the current champion on 23 points. Next, although Tom Sager and Jack Edmondson's there, but I'll then go down to the next Eastern Centre rider, Jason Morland, on 16 points, and Sam Toy on 12 points. So round 3 of 5, with best 4 counting. Expert class. Well, leading at the moment on 27 points is William Hughes, or Will Hughes, who came up last year from the clubman class. No, he didn't win it, because Ross Taylor won it, but unfortunately Ross has been injured, so he's not ridden in any championships this year. And in second place on 24 points is Rob Blackman. Rob's doing very well, despite nearly losing his bearings, or something similar, at the last round at Butley. Third place on 23 points is Alex, with the X at Berkshire, the Disc Club, one of David's sons. And fourth place, Harvey Mutton, on 21 points. I think, though there's Andrew Ball there on 20 points, but he's out of centre, but alongside with him is Ben Alexander of Woodbridge Club on 20 points. Jake Gregory Stonemarket and Jack Grice Lowestoft both on 17 points. Wood pitching up on the aerial there, calling off to his mates. Right, experts, veteran class. Well, newcomer to this class is Gavin Hockey, who in the first round at Santon had everything to lose after leading the special test, and he did lose. He finished second to Mark Chapman, who's the current holder. Mark knows how to ride the last lap. However, Gavin made up for it. Butley won it. Mark was 2-3 places down. So Gavin Hockey leads. He's the sponsor of Husqvarna of this championship. On 37 points, Mark Chapman for Dis. I should have mentioned that Gavin Hockey rode for Sudbury. But Mark's on 33 points. Phil Roper, his first year in this, for Sudbury on 30 points. John Bishop, Lowestoft, 24 points. Graham Lazari, I hope I always get that right, also Lowestoft, 17 points, with Paul Spurgeon Woodbridge on 17 points. Mustn't forget Michael Ridge. His brother will hit me if I didn't mention him. He's on 15 points. Richard Walters there. with Michael Rice for Stowmarket, Richard Walters, Sudbury on 12 points, and Nick Ames on 11 points, also Sudbury. Now to the clubman class. Well, this has been quite exciting. Martin Stevens, I called him Evergreen, but young Martin Stevens, but he's been riding a few years, been injured a bit, but he seemed to be back to his full self as the male Blackbird lands on the bench and then drinking some water, which I must fill up again. Well, Martin won the first round at Santon, and 16-year-old Alex Rampton, Sudbury, I forget to say Martin rode for this, finished second. But at the second round, at Butley won, I call it, the positions were reversed. Alex won and Martin was second, and they lead jointly the clubman championship class on 37 points. Third is Ryan McDonald, Sudbury, 23 points. Him and Alex being members of the team Dave Roper. Fourth place is Rob Aldridge at Dis on 22 points. Alan Durkin is next fifth on 17 points, also rides for Dis. Ed Pooley, riding for Stowmarket, is there on 16 points. And it's today, as I'm doing this, on the 13th of May, is Alex Rampton's 17th birthday. Yes, he's only 17. There's something wrong there. Clubman veteran class. As Mark Green won it last year, he decides he'll go up and ride in the expert veteran class. So at the moment, on 35, get it right boy, I've come from Brummyland soon, 35 points we have Kevin Gore riding for Norwich Vikings. Second, surprise, Dean Curry, Sudbury, riding on 26 points. Wayne Fulcher for Dis on 20 points, jointly with Richard Squirrel, Stowmarket on 20 points. And next we've got Andy Peck on 19 points, riding for the Sudbury Club. There's a Peter Andrews, I don't know what club he rides for, on 17 points. And Duncan Griffin for Dis on 17 points. Clubman Super Veteran, leading this contest on 37 points, is the evergreen Clive Stevens, father of David and Martin. Rides for the Dis Club on 37 points. Second place is Adrian Rick Wood, get that right, riding for T-Beck on 26 points. I don't know if he'll be included in anywhere, because he's riding for T-Beck out of Centre Club, or non-territorial. You can hear in the background the helicopter going over. I'll get a few helicopters go over here. A lot of them are the air ambulance, because the Colchester Hospital is only 2 or 3 miles down the road from here. And sometimes you get the police helicopters and helicopters from RF Watersham come over. Right, going back from second to third place, Steve Finch on 24 points. Andy Mason, last year's winner for Sudbury. I think Steve rides for Braintree, by the way. Andy Mason on 20 points. Dave Ward, Dis on 17 points. Gary Dre, Sudbury on 17 points. Chris Ginn and Don Blackman. Chris Sudbury, Don Blackman, Castle Colchester, both on 13 points. So we have a new leader this year. Well, look at the positions of the 2015 Team Dave Roper. There are 5 riders this year. Unfortunately, Ewan Miller has injured himself. It was at Butley by the looks of it, I think. And of course, he seemed to be out of it at the moment. Nathan Greenaway, the first time in, won the event. He couldn't ride out because of his age, still 15. However, surprise, surprise, last year's winner, Alex Rampton, is leading this on 199 points. Ryan McDonald second, 192 points. Ben Roper third, 171 points, and Nathan with his one ride on 86 points. They have their own scoring system. The idea of the scoring system that I use, I worked on the assumption they will not finish in the first 15 in the clubman class. Last year, 3 of them got points, lower points, but this year they're getting higher points. But my point system still stands, because if you don't finish the first 15 and you finish an event, you still get points. It's to encourage these youngsters to finish an event.